Hey everybody, it's Lorraine, and even though this video is coming at you super late, I'm gonna post it anyway. Christmas Eve, my husband and I were up really late making tamales and wrapping presents. And I have to say, for our first time, they turned out pretty awesome. And the kids have requested to make it a tradition for Christmas, so it's safe to say I'm pretty sure they liked them too. And here we're starting off with me cleaning the husks because the ones we got were kind of like the last in the batch because we decided to do it last minute, so I had to clean them a lot. And I stood here and brushed them off with my little brush while my husband and my son cleaned the chilies. We used 3 types of chilies for this and it tasted really good. I thought it was going to be really stressful to do because it's so time consuming, but we actually had a lot of fun. My husband and I stayed up late. Of course, my kids had to make themselves a snack before bed. They just put some Ritz crackers down, put some Rolos in between, and put them in the oven to bake at 350 for 5 minutes. And then they just smashed them like sandwiches. They actually turned out really good. And here we let the meat boil for, I forget how many hours, and he's pulling it out, and it was just so tender, he was able to just shred it easy. And of course you have to save the broth for the masa and for the meat. While he got to work on shredding the meat, I had to do the sauce. And we were watching a YouTube video to figure out how to do it because it was our first time and we don't really know anybody that does it. And so I was like, we have the same mixer, we don't have to worry about the bowl. We have enough room in our bowl. We did not have enough room in our bowl for the masa, as you'll see in a little bit. It was like right to the edge, almost flowing over. But my husband shredded up the meat really nice and small, and then he chopped it to make sure it was even tinier because they said it would look better in the tamale, which it did, and it tastes so good. It was so flavorful. And yeah, as you already know, I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. I used my mixer. We fluffed up the lard, and then we put the masa in, and you just have to do it back and forth. Masa and broth. And it actually took a while and we had to have a lot of patience, but it was still fun because I mean we weren't mixing it, so. Some of the videos we watched, the Mexican mamas would mix with their arms and they'd be mixing for a while, and I'm like, that's how those chanclas fly so hard because they're so buff for making tamales all the time. It was at this point I realized we did not have the same bowl as the woman in the video. Hers was bigger.